Okay. Okay. Check, check, check. 1, 2. Hey there, folks. Welcome to another edition of Vox Pop. I am here on the streets of Shimokitazawa. Can I turn you like this maybe a little bit? It's windy tonight. And yeah, we're just getting going here. It's, hey, DJ Mr. Joel. Did I have that right? DJ Joel. DJ Mr. Joel, right? DJ Mr. Joel. Nice to see you, dude. Thanks for being here. Yes, it's another edition of Vox Pop. It's a little discombobulated. I'm just getting kind of dialed in here. It's windy tonight. I've got my sign here. I got 2 mics. Show me your records. And it's 8:05, 8:03. So that means that the record store is closed already. All but one, I think. All but Pianola. Rana might be open a little bit late. But I'm here, and we're going to see if we can catch 1 or 2 people. So I'm happy to have you here. I'm here in the heart of Shimokitazawa. It's the Shimokitazawa Station right here. Very lovely station. I just, whoa, okay. Don't want to drop our stuff. I need to empty out some pockets here. Let me get a little situated. Lots of stuff in the pockets. Yeah, you do your best to kind of get dialed in before you start, but it just happens. Okay, you go in there. And we have stickers on standby. Let's make sure we have our stickers just in case. I'll mention the stickers. So our last batch of stickers, when I ordered them, they came out kind of a little yolkier than I wanted them to. They came out like a little tiny bit. They're not bad, but they were just a little teeny bit darker. And I messaged the guys at the sticker factory and I said, hey, they're a little bit too yellowy, a little too dark. And they said, oh, well, that happens when you put the special coating on them that makes them waterproof. It's better to make them a few degrees lighter. So I made a few degrees lighter, but these kind of came out too yellowy. It's a little bit too yellowy, but that's okay. That's okay. I can deal with that. I'm going to move you guys over here. Shit. Okay. We're going to move you guys here. Actually, I got to move you here. Okay. Hopefully there won't be too much swaying around. All right. I'm just finding my groove here. Okay. We're in business. Now, forgive me. I'm standing here in front of a big signage here. It's a map of Shimokitazawa. It puts off great light. And it's great for portraits. I would love to come and make a portrait here. But forgive me if I'm not looking directly into the camera because I'm scanning the crowds for record store bags. Disc Union just closed 5 minutes ago, so we may be able to catch a Disc Union guy. We might be able to catch a Jet Set Records. Record station always seems to close like maybe even at 7, a little early. But yeah, we're here. This is my old stomping grounds. This is Shimokitazawa. I just was here actually this weekend photographing a wedding right here at this very spot. It was kind of one of these cool city style weddings where there was like stuff happening all around us and it was kind of a hoot. We came to the station and this was the bride and groom's sort of hometown as well. So yes, and we're kind of getting into Vox Pop season. We're not quite in Vox Pop season yet because summer hasn't really fully arrived and it's still actually May 14th, unheard of, and it's chilly out tonight. So yeah, it's a little cold and the sun's going down. You know, it hasn't really. It's it's dark at 7. So we're kind of higher. Tokyo's a little higher up than where you might be. Where in the world are you, DJ Mr. Joel? Let me know where in the world. What time does it get dark where you are in the world? Does it go until late? This is actually the second time I'm streaming today. Okay, this is the one that needs batteries, perhaps. I've got 2 mics, but maybe one of them needs batteries. And yeah, so I've used up all my my pitter patter this morning on an hour-long live stream. This is a little bit of a kamikaze mission, if you will. I don't know if I can survive another hour, especially if we don't find a single record collector, but I will do my best. I promise you I will do my best. I've actually brought a few little things that we can riff on. So, but first, I wanted to touch on one thing. I've been thinking about, let's see, I go to bed when the sun is still up, okay? Or when the sun is still up, then I get up at 2 a.m. just after 4 now. Okay, goodness gracious. Okay, just after 4. So what, you're on the East Coast, is that right? You're on the East Coast maybe? Somewhere over that way? Cool. Well, very good morning to you. Sun comes up at 6:30. I mean, that's the best part of the day, right? Early bird gets the worm. I love that's what time I get up to be honest. I mean, if I don't stay up, even if I stay up until 2, I still wake up at that hour. And I go a little cross-eyed by afternoon, but I do my best to try to get at least 4 to 6 hours of sleep in. I rarely get 8, but I'll catch up at some point. But I love being up at 4. It's the best time of day. There's nobody's awake. It's like all the energy, all the potential of the day is right there. It's they say that they say the darkest hour is right before the dawn. The darkest hour is right before the dawn. I love that line from Meet Me in the Morning, 56 and Wabasha off of Blood on the Tracks. So good morning to you. Yes, it's getting to be evening here. We have books to read. I've got homework to deal with. So we won't go on too long here, but hopefully we'll get at least one. I've made it my goal in the top of the summer. I've made it my goal to catch 3 record collectors, which should be a relatively easy task. Certainly if you're in Shibuya. Shimokita is a little bit trickier, especially if you come at this late time. But tonight I'm just setting the goal for myself 1. If I can get 1 person to come and talk about records, that's a win. That's not a shutout. I just want to get on base today. That's all I really hope to do. And they don't even need to have records. They just need to come and like hang out and talk. So, as somebody who's out there doing my best to make, videos and to make content and to just kind of like put myself out there on a regular basis, I'm constantly, brainstorming about ideas that I could do. I like that Bulgarian 7-inch. Do you see a lot of that region in the Japanese stores? No, I don't. That was a brilliant find on okay, you're on the West Coast. I see. Okay, so it's early on the West Coast. So the East Coast, they're already awake. Okay, can you believe it? Like after 22 years, I still don't have it figured out. It's morning over there, but you guys have so many time zones. I figure it's just like really early morning on the East Coast, but it's already like 8 in the morning, which is kind of why I use this time of the night to kind of pick to do this, because you guys are just getting going. If you're on the West Coast and you're an early riser, you might catch this live. If you are a East Coaster, you'll be up already. And if you're in Europe, you're already up. So this is the time. See, I had a radio show of that sort of stuff. Wonderful. Yes. Okay. So DJ Mr. Joel is referring to this really interesting Bulgarian disco record that KEXP legendary musicologist, DJ, and curator and program director of KEXP, Kevin Cole, who reached out to me when he came to Tokyo last October. He said, "Hey, I'm in town. Let's get together." And I said, "Have we met?" I couldn't quite understand why he exactly found me or reached out to me, but it was as if I'd met him before. And I was very happy that he just, without hesitation, reached out to me and said, "Let's get together." That happened to be the day that we got together. It happened just by coincidence to be the bonus track record fair, which is this very uh, alternative, sort of underground-ish, deep digger record collector fair that happens here. It's kind of small, it's neighborhoodish, and everybody who comes there has got some deep dig kind of stuff. Some folks are just friendly like that. Yes, he was very friendly. He's very, very friendly. And his lovely was also incredibly friendly. They were wonderful. They were just like incredibly charming, incredibly sweet, lovely people. And we just talked and talked and talked and talked. A lot of passion exchange. It wasn't like musical exchange, it was passion. It was music passion exchange. It was really fun. And so he's a vegan. I don't hope I'm not sharing his private information, but he's a runner. I think it's out there. He's like a long distance marathon runner, and he's a vegan. I think he's a long time vegan guy. He's just a very mindful guy. And so there's this really amazing vegan bakery that's just up the way, and it's like the best bakery. Like it's one of the best bakeries in all of Tokyo, and it happens to be vegan. Like everything they have is amazing, and surprisingly, it's all vegan. And I'm a vegan freak also wicked. Okay, well, I'm doing my best here. I brought some vegan stuff with me. I think it's vegan. I'm an aspiring vegan. I'm not exactly a vegan. In fact, far from it, but I'm a wannabe. What do we call a wannabe vegan? A wanna vegan. But someday I'll get there. But right now, I try to eat less meat. I try to be mindful of how many, like if I can just think about it, and if I have a choice, and if I can just think about it for a second and stop being like on autopilot, I don't even need to cheat really. I just need to like remind myself. But at any rate, Kevin came and he was digging. And I said, "Oh, we got to go to the record fair." And he's like, "I'm going to Oasis in 3 hours." And I was like, "Well, we got 1 hour to go visit the record fair, which is a stone throw away from here." Flexitarian, exactly. Flexiveganarianism. That's kind of what it is. Yes, it's flexitarian. But so we go down to the record fair with Kevin Cole, and he gets spotted by some friends. They're like, "Are you Kevin Cole from KEXP? Can we get a photo made with you?" And he was like so gracious and so gregarious. And he was like, "Of course." And he had the pro smile. He just had like the true, like not even like remotely. He could like pull a smile. Just at any point. Oh, are those records? Those are not. Are those records? Those look like. That's a big. I don't think those are records. Okay, they're not records. I thought they were. But yes, he dug that out of my acquaintance's Ian, out of his box. And Ian is somebody who kind of curates that sort of thing. I think. Um, a few of the a few of the record sellers that are um, at that festival, the bonus track record fair that happens twice a year, some of them are kind of have white label promos and classic rock. Some of them have that, but a lot of it's like pretty esoteric stuff and deep digs and soul and rare groove, but also like your real avant-garde, like underground kind of stuff, limited passes. And so yeah, if you're gonna find something like that Bulgarian disco record, which is super groovy, if you guys, sorry, one more time, Kevin Cole found this Bulgarian 7-inch in the bins, and I didn't really think much of it, but I went home and I like listened to it, and it's so groovy. It's super, super cool. It's like super catchy. It sounds pretty like almost mainstreamish. It was really interesting. But it's like it's not when I say mainstream, it's just like it's got like a Beatle-y hook. It's just like you wanna dance to it. And yeah, Lazarov, apparently very famous, maybe like a Bulgarian Giorgio Moroder. Am I close there, DJ Mr. Joel? Something like that. I kind of got that vibe. Somebody who's probably very steeped in yeah, either classical composition or production or synth or I don't know what, but I'm guessing a kind of visionary type guy, only famous to weirdos, right? So it took me a little bit to find him because it's all written in Cyrillic in the Bulgarian, backward sort of upside down alphabet that the Russians use. Some cool fly looking dudes here. This guy's looking good. Oh, come on. Let's just get one disc union. We're 15 minutes. This is like every minute that we get past 8 o'clock and we don't see somebody, it's like another nail in the coffin. The further we get away from the hour, the less chance we have of meeting a record collector, but that's okay. Okay, so where was I? There was a few. Okay, so as I was saying, thanks for the question, DJ Mr. Joel. Um, as somebody who's like trying to make videos as frequently as I can, and just trying to like come up with ideas, and what should I do? What would be a fun thing to do next? I and as somebody who's become a devourer of uh, online, storytelling, visual storytelling, and this sort of vlogosphere type of storytelling. I'm constantly trying, like being inspired by other content creators. And in Japan, there are a lot, as you might imagine, a lot of people, not all locals. In fact, I'd say like very few of them are locals, but there's a lot of YouTubers who come over here and make a video when it's like the things you should do in Japan, the things you shouldn't do in Japan, what the cool people do in Japan, what the locals do in Japan, what the locals don't do, the rules you're breaking, the rules you don't know you're breaking, the 10 things of Japan. And honestly, I'm not all that interested in. I always want to come back to music. I mean, I think that's the thing. I love music more than anything. Music is life. Music is mana. I love music, and I always want to come back to music. But I like to go off on and meet interesting people who have interesting things to talk about. So it might be books, it might be food, it might be culture, it might be fashion, it might be design, it might be motorcycles, it might be urban life, it might be camping life. I don't know. It's whatever floats my boat. But I don't intend to become like a Japan, like, here's the next thing that's happening in Japan. But having said that, it's on the forefront of my mind, like another, a unique sort of angle that I have being here is that I can share my city with you, my adopted homeland with you. And I often see these videos like the 10 things that you should go, or the 10 coolest places, or the 10 places off the radar. And I saw one recently from somebody who I'd never seen before online, somebody who I wasn't paying attention to. I don't know if he has a big following or a small following. He's from, I believe he was from Central Asia. He might have been Indian. He might have been I have no idea, but he said something. He said, These are 10 places that you should go that are off the map, off the radar, places that people don't know about." And he said, basically, if you haven't heard of it, go there, and if you have heard of it, don't go there. And I thought, oh, that's actually pretty good advice. Don't go to yeah, you're gonna if you come to Japan, if you come to Tokyo specifically, you're gonna want to go to Shibuya. You're gonna want to go to Shimokitazawa. Central Asian records drool, but so expensive. Yeah, that would be really cool. They are all classically trained over there in Bulgaria. First off, that's true, right? It's kind of yeah, it's old world. It's old world music knowledge, right? Back to the Bulgaria thing, but um, yeah, the Shibuyas and the Shinjukus, they're places that you want to go, but oh God, you did this to me. I'm so afraid of this word. You know, Trump mispronounced this country. I know all the countries around it. I know Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, Kurdistan, and you've given and Armenia and this is I never quite get this one right, and I'm gonna make a fool of myself. Azerbaijan. I got it, I think. Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan. I just like for this country, like every time I see it, I'm like, oh, there it is again. Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan. Okay. Azerbaijan. What's the capital of Azerbaijan? Anybody know? All the places all the places I collect. Okay, interesting. Yeah, that's a very interesting part of the world. I would love to visit. I actually was reading I'm reading a Patty Smith book right now, and she's talking about you know big dreams of when she was when she was you know in her 20 when she was 24, and she's talking about the places that she wants to go. She wants to go to Egypt and Paris, and she mentions a city that I didn't know and I had to look it up, and it was like Samatam or Sandamat. Sandamat. I was like Sandamat. I've never heard of this town, and I've been to Varanasi. I've been to Rishikesh. Where's Sandamat? And forgive me because that's not the name of the city. Turns out it's in Uzbekistan, and they have kind of a Taj Mahal looking. Um, it looks very interesting. Looks very very interesting, and it must have been a place like on the hippie highway of the '60s where people went across the Silk Road or whatever. But it looked very interesting, so I learned a little geography today. I pride myself on I'm dumbfounded when people can't point like things on a map. I mean, I admit like I don't know them all, but I'm pretty close. I mean, I'll get give me I'll get an 80% for sure. And if I don't get I'll mix Togo with Vanuatu, or I'll mix it'll be like a small miss. It won't be just a big miss. Although having said that, I often like like Bucharest. That's in Bulgaria, right? And they're like, no, that's Hungary. Sofia is the capital of Bulgaria. I'm like, I missed it. And I'll make a fool of myself. Or Romania is another one. I'm like, Romania, Bulgaria, Hungary, which one's which? You know? And then you look at the map and they're these countries that you thought were really close are actually really far, but you do your best, right? Honestly, I'm catching up on all the facets of my lapsed education through record collecting. Oh, interesting. I love that. That's very interesting. I love that notion. What a great idea. That's a nugget. That's today's nugget. For sure. I love that. The study of records. The study of the world through records. Beautiful, man. That is a beautiful notion. I'm that's my new thing. We should come up with a name for it. It's like recordography. It's genovinylism. It's rec history or something, you know. Recordization. Western recordization. Very interesting concept there. Yeah, I mean the Gallagher brothers, one of them said that the record collection is a poor man's art collection, which I love. And if that's true, then the record stores are kind of like our museums. I really love this idea. What a brilliant, that's beautiful, DJ Mr. Joel. I love that. Yeah, kind of lost my train of thought here. I'll find it again. I found it and then I lost it and I found it again. So I don't know how far we're off the track, but I should go ahead and. Oh, okay. So the advice. So I've been thinking like what my advice would be if I were to make like a top 10 list of things to do in Japan. If you come to Japan, what are the like super essential things that you should know? And I've just been like, I've been thinking about this for months. I doubt I'd make even a video like this, but the the definitely the best advice that I ever got, and I think the best advice that I ever give is that there are no wrong answers. If you come here and your goal is to go to the things that they list in the book or that you've searched online and like the best places are not online. And it's not even the best places aren't online, like the best experiences aren't online. Because the best experiences are without a doubt, with without a doubt, I put all chips on red. Without a doubt, a morsel of doubt, is some nondescript restaurant or bar that is at the end or is in some back alley, and it's like the coolest people are hanging out there, and like you would have never found it if you just hadn't gotten lost and went and checked it out. So let me charge up here for a second. Give me just 1 second. I'm running low on juice. Let me see if I can if I can juice up just a little bit. That and that. Come on, Brian. So that would be my almighty advice is there are no wrong answers. Go anywhere and don't go to places. Just it's not like you shouldn't go to those places, but you'll have a much more unique and interesting experience if you just make your own adventure. Choose your own adventure. That's the best Japan advice I could possibly give you. Don't just like throw a dart at the map. And I feel like that's really it sounds like horrible advice, but it has never failed me ever. And I really truly mean it. Okay, I'm gonna change mics here. You're gonna get charged up for a little bit. Dun, 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 dun. You go here. And then check 1 2. Okay, you go here. All right, we should be good. Okay, so Japan advice. We're gonna this is gonna be a shutout. We're never gonna get this. We're never gonna make this happen unless some lovely wants to come and talk to us. Do you want to come talk to us? We're talking about music. Ongaku no hanashi. Oh God! And I want to give you a sticker. I have, yay! Saika, Sanai-san. Nice to see you again. Sanai-san, you want to come say hi? They talk good night? Joe, come on. Sanai-san, say hello to lovely Sanai-san. Sanai-san, I met Sanai-san maybe a few months ago, right? Last month. Okay, so well, you look different, but you look what your hair changed maybe.
No, it's the same. Yeah, different.
Okay,
maybe
those are
different.
cool.
Yeah.
I like your glasses.
I want
Okay.
your stick. I want to get your stick.
Yes, I'm gonna give it to you right now. I have one right here. Dun, 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 dun. That's for you. And Nani-san, what's your no, you're lovely. You're your husband's Yamato-san. I got one for Yamato-san too. Yeah. I have more. Yokatta! Okay, here.
Yes.
And then you have a tomodachi mo agete kudasai.
Really?
Yeah, sure.
3 stickers today.
Yeah, 3 stickers. Sanai is a very pretty name, if I can say.
Okay.
Sana, I don't know what the kanjis are, but the
My name is Hiragana.
hiragana. Oh wow, that's super rare. It's pretty rare. I love that's my. I wanted to name my daughter with hiragana, but my wife wouldn't let me. My daughter has a Western name and a Japanese name, and her Western name is in katakana.
Oh, yeah.
But I wanted to use hiragana, but my wife wouldn't. It's Zoe-chan. Zoe. Yeah, yeah. So Zoe-chan is zo no bo i. But but the sashi susei so no so daisuki sugoi kirei, right? Okay, so this is kind of interesting. So just real quick, if you'll indulge me, Japanese, of course, is like it's kind of comprised of 3 alphabets, or 4 really if you count English as well. But it's the 2 phonetic alphabets of hiragana and katakana, which are basically almost, they're very different, but you use them for different purposes. But they're phonetic, and they're just kind of like our alphabet, ABC, but they have different. They're beautiful. And then there's the kanjis, the very complicated Chinese characters, and and each of the kanji characters has a couple of different ways to read them. And Sanai's parents chose to use the phonetic alphabet and not just the hiragana, which is a little bit rare.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And then so that's really cool. So she doesn't have like flower child or beautiful angel or or beautiful flower girl.
Easy to write down.
Yeah.
Sanae.
Right.
Sanae, yeah.
So her name is in alphabet would be Sanae. Come on, I'm just like commandeering her. But Sanae is it's like Sana, Sana would be her name would be Finnish, Sana, but she's got this little e at the end, Sanae. That little bit at the end is really really nice. Yeah, I don't think we have so many of those. So many of the we don't have so many of like the Sanae eyes. Yeah. Sana, 今日は何やったの? What'd you do today? お疲れ様です. Okay.
Yes.
今日は tough day?
Not,
Easy, not so
yeah,
much? Okay.
not so
Okay.
hard. Yeah.
Okay, good. Do you want to share about what you're doing or with private?
No, I'm a hairstylist.
Okay, stylist.
Yeah.
I need a haircut really, really bad. Yeah. I need a haircut.
Natural.
Where's your byoshitsu salon? Men, women, everybody.
No, I'm a freelance hairstylist.
Okay, you come to me. All right, private, lucky, cool. Celeb.
Not celeb. I'm choosing my place.
Okay.
Every time different.
Interesting.
Yes.
Is that's a common pattern that as a stylist you
getting common actually.
Okay.
So now it's
so every day or every month it changes, or how does it work?
Anytime. Anytime I can choose my.
So you get your client, and then you call the salon and say, I need a chair.
Just like a website by website.
Okay, there's a service.
Yeah, and I pay that salon.
Okay.
So
and the salon, may I ask, it's like 3,000 yen per hour or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, so 3,000 yen per hour. So if you have a nice cut and a nice fee, it's reasonable.
If we have a customer, we can do that.
Okay. How many customers do you keep? Usually, is it changes?
Not so.
Okay. Up and down. And what's your semon? What's your specialty? Hair coloring.
Everything. Actually.
Everything.
Yeah,
Okay.
everything. Cut and color and palm. Yeah.
Japan, I think. Yamato-san. Genki. Ohisashiburi. These guys showed up. Hold on. Let me get you guys a mic. ちょっと5分ぐらいがありますか? Okay, hold on. Check. You guys, I give you one microphone. Ohisashiburi. Genki. Yokatta. I met these guys. Yamato-san.
Yes.
Yamato-san.
Yes.
Yamato-san and Sanae-san. And when they left I met them here a month or 2 ago, 6 weeks ago. And I said, "Oh, I didn't give you my stickers." And then you guys watched the video. And they were like, they said, oh, we followed you. I said, oh, please let me give you a sticker. And they showed up again. We got them stickers. Amazing. Genki.
元気だよ。
Yokata. Kyo wa shigoto otsukaresamasu. Oh, look at your ring. Close up. Mite. He's got a happy face. Yeah, so the sticker is
Thank you.
kawaii desho.
Kawaii.
Have a nice play. Have a nice day. I don't know. This is like wakanai. I think there's like the original designer of the happy face. I think it's like somebody help look it up for me, but I think the logo that went with it is have a nice day. Maybe. I think it's have a nice day. Then this one is have a nice play. I know record no have a nice play.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yokata.
Really
Kyo, you bought records?
Yes.
Psycho! We did it. Okay, you bought some records. Wow, kore mezurashi. I've never seen this bag before. Kore saiki no? Daibu no?
Do you know gacha gacha?
Yeah, you got by the gacha.
Yeah, this thing,
Yabai. Very, very cool. Okay, so yeah, the gacha is the what do we call it? Like the lucky little plastic egg thing. And there's like gacha's deep Japanese culture.
Only
Yeah.
Japan?
No, gacha's all over, but not like Japan.
Yeah.
All the like licensed original Sofubi and all the original characters. Sometimes there's like sometimes people call me and they say, I know Technics 1200 no. No, yatsu wa yotsu kudasai. I'm just like, okay. And they cost like they make these like there's a funny little one that's all about records. That's like a little turntable and a little records. Motoru, right? And I think you can buy them for like 500 yen, 500 yen. But I think you can sell them on eBay for like 1,000,000 yen. I think so. There's some crazy collectors who want them overseas. They're like, I want it, and they'll pay like $100 for them. Anyway, 今日山本さんのレコード何買った？いい？
いいよ。
今日もカメラ持ってきた。I brought my camera. Oh, nice! Marvin Gaye. Hold on. Yeah. Woohoo. What's going on? Okay. New site. ちょっと最近のかな？そう、新品か。
新品。
Okay, very nice. All right. From Disc Union.
HMV。
HMV か。Okay. 渋谷。Oh, 違う。
新宿。
新宿の HMV. 朝さん知ってますか？朝？ Okay. He's the kind of shacho at HMV. I think he's Shimokita人。絶対見たことある。Yeah, you'll meet him sometime. Okay, Marvin Gaye, what's going on? What's going on? Hey, should I? John Gibbs? I know Barry Gibbs. Wait, who's John Gibbs? And the U.S. Steel Orchestra, Trinidad. Okay, it sounds amazing. Steel drum. Wow. Okay, very cool. My friend, I have a friend who plays in a steel drum band, and they play like Happy End and Hosono songs. Yeah, and Hosono has a lot of steel drum on his albums. Very cool. I'm gonna check it out. Okay. Mochotto ii. Some 12 inches. Brown acid. Nice, dude. 1200 yen. Okay, I thought it was 100 yen. This is
Mashup.
your shop?
Mashup.
Mashup. Okay, mashup of some. Okay, brown acid, 12-inch single. Brown acid no imi wakaru? Woodstock no imi. So Woodstock 知ってるでしょ? Woodstock no 1969. Right?
Yeah.
So there was acid waでしょ?
I know.
And the announcer said, 皆さんちょっと気をつけて。brown acid 食べない方がいいよ。ちょっとブラウン色はあんまり良くない。いろいろな誰がやばいだから食べないでください。If you to watch the Woodstock documentary, you can hear 皆さん don't eat the brown acid. That's the meaning of brown acid. And mara sometimes if you go to live, Oasis or Black Crowes or some kind of crazy band, they'll say, hey, minasan, you got some brown, they'll mention brown acid. So this is kind of like a mashup of, do we know? Soul, funk? Wakanai.
Underworld. Pink Floyd.
Underworld? Wow, and Pink Floyd, yabai. Wow, Underworld, mitakoto aru. I saw them. Wow, amazing. Okay, so that's kind of like a takara mono. Okay, 3枚ぐらい。じゃあ、ちょっとちゃんと写真撮ってもいい？ じゃあやろう。Let me get my camera. I brought my camera. All right. Let me see if there's any questions here. Comment, question. Okay, good morning. Gotcha. Sounds like renting a chair salon. Yes. Okay, so there's okay. Let me get my camera and let me do 短い撮影。じゃあ3枚。
すごい。
ちょっと待って。電池が入ってる。カードが入ってる。お願い。Please let there be 電池。Okay. I brought. I thought maybe there wasn't in there. よかった。
Finally, you got so much sticker.
I know. Okay, じゃあ1枚はちょっと。Oh, I don't. 携帯はできないけど。Let's take 3 photos and この感じです。Take them like this. その感じ。Then 一つずつ。Then 光の写真はいい。Okay. この光はめちゃめちゃいいだから。じゃあ気をつけてね。Brown acid kills best. Okay, so hold them like this. Yeah, stylist. We got a stylist here. Okay.
Stylist.
What?
Lovely couple. Very lovely couple. Okay, so もしちょっといいかな？大丈夫？
大丈夫？
Okay, もうちょっと下。
もうちょっと下。ちょっとリラックスして。ね、そう、calm down ね。リラックスして。
Here, and then let me do 1枚はこの感じ。Alright, here we go. 3. Oh, ちょっと待って。メガネ。I need my glasses. I need glasses. Okay. じゃあ3。最高。3、2、1。Nice. Okay. Hold on. 誰がちょっと待って。もう一回。3、2、1。やばい。Okay, then 次は。一つずつ。Yeah, so one like this. One's like this. ちょうどいい。
そうやって撮ってるんだ。そうなの？
インスタで。
インスタでね。
インスタ。あと3ヶ月ぐらいかかるけど。じゃあ1枚。
そうなの？3ヶ月もかかるの？ Takes very long time.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, 2. 待って。Okay, じゃあ3枚。Number 3. じゃあ友達になりましょうか。
そうですよ。
楽しいよ。It's fun to hang out with you guys. Okay, やばい。Brown acid. Okay, then 最後はもう一回
そこに入れて。
This is a super やばい。
やばいの？やばいの？
Yeah. おしゃれ。
おしゃれね。
おしゃれ。It's very fashionable.
いっぱいあるうちに。
今度プレゼント。
そうだね、確かに。
このビニールタイプ？This one? Oh, I like nylon type.
欲しい？
It's cool. 欲しい。I have a new. 後で説明します。I have a new secret project.
Secret project?
説明できないけど。But I have a just 今度。
内緒ね、シークレットだからね。
Secret project. Okay, じゃあ最後はもうちょっと。Yeah, maybe come right here. 2人の。どうぞ。
2人のありがとう。
こっち僕はこっちから。
私袋がいっぱいありすぎて。ちょっと待ってね。
Nice. 今日 success.
今日はサクセスだね、確かに。
サナエさん。
はい。
Oh, perfect. Okay, ちょっと待って。Let me do this. ちょっとだけ。
Okay,
cute.
これも。
ラブな感じ。There we go. 最高。
いいのこれ。
And this one, this one, ディスキリはいいだけ。ディスキリの CM じゃない。
あ、そうだね。
Just be like かっこいい。
そう。リラックスして。
これも必要ないかな。かっこいいけど。
ちょっと違うね。じゃあこれも置いて。
いや、なんでも。なんでも。Okay, alright, here we go. 素敵。Nice. Okay. Thank you. Nice. Thank you so much. Very nice. よかった。また会うかもしれない。また会うよ。Yeah, we'll meet again. Okay. Yeah, tell me, this 光は最高。Yeah, I like this light. Okay. よかった。Yeah. もう一枚必要にも。ちょっと待って。One more. Hold on. This artist. ごめん。最後の最後、約束。I have a friend. He's making this design called Blue Identity. This is Don Drummond. I know trombone, I know reggae trombone, and he's an Osaka artist. And his concept is sabetsu. We do sabetsu against black, white, yellow, red, but no blue. Because blue is so he does his heroes in blue. And 今日は少ないけど、ドンドラマ。ないかな。すごいかわいい。You think it's かわいい。You think the little one. 大きいの方。Okay, Africa by Martin? Oh, okay. Yeah. Little Richard. Hold on, and Little Richard, this is Blue Identity. Nero 45 Groove. Nero 45 Groove. Yeah, Little Richard. King of rock and roll. Oh, Godfather of rock and roll. This guy's name is Nero. And hold on, he has one concept. Come on, that. Nero 45. Come in. He has one. He's got, where is this? Blue is free. Blue is noble. Noble? What's that mean? Noble. Blue is never racial discrimination. And that's an upsetter. Lee Perry, no upset us. Miro 45 always take it aside. Always take it aside, yeah. His I'm like kind of like a little ambassador for Miro. Okay. All right, we did it. Otsukare. Hontoni arigatou gozaimasu. So nice to see you again. Thanks for saying hello. Yeah, mata zettai we'll meet again. Yeah. もういっぱい records 買ってください。And the gacha. There's the gacha. Kyokata? Okay, 違う。Are you gacha maniac? Okay, Converse Chucks All Stars. Okay, there's an all star in there. 一つだけ? Only one. Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let's make a video about your collection. うちにいっぱいある? Is it like otaku? Is it like maniac? Is it like hazukashi? それは面白そう。Let's do otaku version. かっこいいなんていうのやばいオタク。Sneakerhead. Okay. なるほど。Cat もやばい。South Carolina. Nice. South Carolina. Okay. So Yamato-san, he's a maniac for fashion, pop culture, subculture, and gacha. なんだっけ? Oh, I live in Hamadayama. In Hamadayama, Saikin, we got a new gacha store. It's lots of like, it's like, Futsuno. Shimokita mo aru kana? Aru. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Yeah, ne. Doko demo aru ne kedo. Enjoy. Oh, I think I just felt a raindrop. Okay, ja, boku mo otsukare-sama desu. Yeah, thanks so much. Bye, guys. Bye, Yamato-san and Sanae-san. Wow, I'm so happy to see you guys. All right, Subarashi. Otsukare. See you. Yeah, mochiron. See you next time. Ganbarimasu. Bye. Yokata. They were cool. They were super, super cool and cute and lovely. That was great. And I photographed them for TokyoRecordStyle. Nice. That was awesome. I'm so glad she saw me and she was like looking at me and I was like, "No, come say hi about music." And she said, do you recognize me? Like, maybe. And that was them. Ah, that's great. That made my night. Okay, well, that's a wrap. Skipping out to work. Alan, always, thanks for dropping in, dude. Nice to see you. Catch you later. Cool tapes. Yeah, man. Hey, Alan, always. Sorry I missed you, but thanks for dropping by. You can watch it on the replay. Oh man, they were cool. Yeah, he's like the word like otaku. Otaku means it's rain. It's gonna rain. All right, I better boogie. Otaku is kind of like a geek, a maniac, a sort of a crazy collector. But I guess we're all a little otaku, right? I'm a little otaku. Maybe you're a little otaku. But a real otaku is like Gundam and anime and manga. But that's also a kind of otaku. And he's got probably a house full of, she said, sneakers, records, gotcha. And there's been people who've made photo books of like of otaku culture. And it's like if you go into somebody's house and they have their whole collection of figures or soft vinyl toys or Godzillas or robots or whatever, or video games or anime, mangas, fashion, I mean Lolita, like you name it, they've got it. And there's like a handful of books out there of photographers who've gone out and like documented otaku culture. I don't think it's not really, I don't think I'm interested to do that. But if it was my homie and they would invite me into their home, you don't really get invited into Japanese homes all that much. So, I'd be mindful of that, but that's a right. That's a right. Well, how do you mean that's a right? Did I say left and did I mean right? Or a right to go into somebody's home? I'm not sure I totally got it. Man, these glasses. Can you see these glasses? I'm working on glasses. I'm working on it. I'm really close to getting new glasses. I found something. I'm nearly there. Okay, guys. That's a wrap. Got my one victim. Yamato-san and Sane. They were so cute. They walked off into the distance and they were all kind of like, we did that, we did it. I could see that it was very cool. I hope to meet them again. I want to be pals with them. They seem like cool folks. And same age and cool glasses and like, probably roughly the same age, maybe they're a little bit younger than me. Okay, well, thanks for being here. DJ Mr. Joel, thanks for the sparking some conversations. The takeaway today, that was gonna go off in a few more places. Oh, there's one last thing I'll do. I'll shotgun this on my way home. The takeaways here from today's Vox Pop is one, there are no wrong answers. Go anywhere. The city is your Mikan. It's your Mandarin orange. Vegan, aspiring vegan. This is a onigiri, and this one is the ume. This is the plum one. It's not the salmon one. It's not the tuna one. It's not the this one's the veggie one, and it's got plum. This pickled plum on the inside, and it's really crazy how you open it. It's got like instructions on it. This is a rice ball, but it's a rice triangle. And the way that you eat it is there's a number 1 on the top, and then there's a number 2 over here, and a number 3 on this side. And what's going on the inside of here is that there's rice. There's a rice ball with ume plum, pickled plum on the inside of it, and then there's onigiri. There's a nori on the outside of it. There's seaweed on the outside of it, but the seaweed is not touching the rice, because if the seaweed touches the rice, then it gets all wet and it stops having this kind of like refreshing crispiness on it. So they've got this. So here's what you do: you pull the little tab on the one. You guys have probably seen this before. They probably have something similar, but maybe not. You pull the one and you pull it all the way around, and it comes right off. And then next you do 2, and it just It comes right off, and it's all like it's taken the layer and it's just put it all together, and you just do number 3, and you have a perfect rice ball and crispy nori, and it's like a little genius onigiri. And then you say itadakimasu, itadakimasu, and I didn't think I was gonna be home early enough to eat. So, do you hear the crunch? Can you hear the crunch? I need instructions. This is helpful. I always mess it up. Yeah, you just gotta follow the instructions. So it's got the real nice. The pickled plum is kind of a little bit of an acquired taste, but it's real nice. And a lot of these flavors were sort of like quite new and interesting to me, but I've grown to really love them. And then I am a connoisseur of zero beer. And this is Kieran's zero beer lager zero. And as far as the big beer houses go, this is the best one that I found. Like of the big ones, of the Sapporos and Ebisus and the yeah, this one tastes like kanpai, itadakimasu. That's dinner. Oh man, that's tasty. That's real good. Onigiris are the best. I'm a sucker for the tuna mayo one. Nothing better than a homemade onigiri, but the convenience stores are amazing too. And don't shy away from the seaweed one or the plum one or the weird one that you're like, I don't think I want that one. Seaweed. I'll go safe with tuna or safe with salmon. Try the stranger ones. Try the ones that you're like, oh, Brian said that pink, and then you'll try it and you're like, do I like it? I don't even know. Maybe I do. Well, really nice. Dinner. Okay. Well, that's a perfect Vox Pop, I think. I know I put the mic down a few times and maybe the audio went away a little bit, but killer. Thank you for hanging out with me. I really appreciate it. And thank you to Yamato-san and Sanae. So there are no rules. There are rules. There are no wrong answers. DJ Mr. Joel said, I'm using records to fill in the gaps in my missed, patches of education along the way. That was a brilliant little ism. I love that idea. Um, put yourself out there. Get some stickers for yourself. Put yourself out there and get some stickers and promise them to people and they'll come back. And in the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make. Da da da, da da da, da da da. Her Majesty's a pretty nice girl. Someday I'm gonna make her mine. All right, bye everybody. See you next time.